Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm here at Ananda Village, and I'm very happy to be able to still be with all of you for our Wednesday class. Let's start with a prayer together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, great gurus, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Sri Yukteswarji, beloved Master Paramhansa Yogananda ji, saints of all religions, we bow at thy feet. O great ones, fill our consciousness with thy uplifting vibrations of light, of joy, of peace. We are here to commune with thee and to receive thy presence within our hearts. Bless us now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We'll have a song sung by Swamiji, and then an excerpt from a talk by Swamiji, and then we'll proceed. Welcome again, everybody. So happy to be with you.
Long I've called you, my Lord, long I've called you. Many years I have longed for your sight. Bathe the darkness with tears of devotion, offered candles in prayer to your light. How much longer, friend, must I cry your name? I am yours, ever yours. Will you come? Long I've called you, my Lord, long I've called you. Many years I have longed for your sight. Bathe the darkness with tears of devotion, offered candles in prayer to your light. How much longer, friend, must I cry your name? I am yours, ever yours. Will you come?
I think my line of gurus, they're all people who have been designated by God to come back for maybe as long as this world lasts. Krishna is now Babaji in another incarnation. And one time, Swami Pranavananda, I'm talking to those who know the autobiography of a yogi, the saint so-called with two bodies. He was with Lahiri Mahashaya, who was an old man by that time. And a young man walked in, his dhoti still wet, and Lahiri Mahashaya leapt from his feet and prostrated at this young man's feet. And Swami Pranavananda was thinking, this is strange. I mean, how could a young man prostrate, an old man prostrate before a young man? And Lahiri Mahashaya said, get down, this is Babaji. So Pranavananda did prostrate before him and do his full pranam, but later he said to Babaji, well, where's your getu, where's your holy robe? And Babaji said, you know those bulls that they bless specially and people go to touch that bull just to receive a special blessing? He said, I don't want to be a holy bull. I'd rather go incognito. But the when Swami Pranabananda asked Babaji, well, how old are you? He looked as if he was about 24 years old. Babaji said, many kalpas have seen this body. He is one of those who are Amar, deathless. There are others in the Himalayas, and in South India there is a legend of another one, Agastya, who is said to be also Amar. There are a few people like this in India. There is something in this country which, if you grab it, it will change you and free you from many, many lifetimes. It is said that one moment in the company of a great saint will be your raft over the ocean of delusion.
Welcome again, friends. The topic today is, what is the true pilgrimage? I'd like to start by reading from Conversations with Yogananda, a brief excerpt. Boone asked Master a question concerning a saint who had appeared to the Master in a vision at the Encinitas Hermitage. I don't know to whom you're referring, the Master said. It was on the bluff, overlooking the ocean, sir, Boone explained, behind the Hermitage. Well, so many come to me there. I often see them. Both of us were surprised. Is that so? I exclaimed. That's Swamiji's words. Why be surprised? The Master demanded. Wherever God is, there his saints come. He paused in his practice. He was energizing, then went on. Yesterday, I wanted to know about the life of Sri Ramakrishna. I was sitting on my bed meditating. Sri Ramakrishna materialized on the bed beside me. We sat together a long time, holding hands. I was thrilled to hear this account. Did he tell you about his life? I asked. Well, replied the Master, in the interchange of vibrations, I got the whole picture. This is such a beautiful reading, and to hear Swamiji speaking is just so wonderful. And we think about pilgrimage as going somewhere. I have to go somewhere. But behind this reading is that God is always with us. He's coming to visit us. And surely it's important to go, but also we have to remember that it's important to make the real pilgrimage in ourselves. And so feeling the presence of God is why we go on pilgrimage, being uplifted, being purified, being cleansed, getting rid of karma, worries, doubts, fears, anything that blocks us from the divine. This is why we go on pilgrimage. But there was a story Swamiji would tell us of a disciple who his guru told him to go on pilgrimage. And the disciple got up, he walked around his guru 3 times, and he sat back down. That's such a great image, because he saw God was dwelling within his guru. And I remember when I first came to India, my very first visit, and Swamiji said to me, "Oh, you should go on pilgrimage to the holy places." And I said, "Why?" I said, "Why would I do that? I came for Master through you, Swamiji." And he said, "Well, you still should go. You should go because you're here in India." And I went and I came back. He said, "Well, how did it go?" I said, "Swamiji, that was fine, but that's not why we're here." He understood. And that's the thing we have to remember, that God is indwelling. The real pilgrimage is in people, in saints, in the masters. And I remember when I went to Babaji's cave for the first time, and it was glorious. I could have stayed there forever. But then when I went out of the cave, I remember I felt Babaji saying, I'm so glad you came, but you don't have to come here to be with me. I can be with you anywhere. I felt that so strongly. And I think this is what we have to remember. And yes, it's important also to go on pilgrimage. I mean, Ananda has pilgrimages going on all year long because I know some people from Gurgaon are going to Babaji's cave this week. Some people from Pune are going to Babaji's cave today. And I'm on pilgrimage here at Ananda village. But we have to realize that the true pilgrimage is inside. And so we go to particular places and we have darshan or blessings or grace or upliftment from the masters. And why would we go? Because we want to be in attunement with God. We want to feel God's presence. We want to, I mean, when you go on pilgrimage, really, you not only sit in the master's presence and see, maybe hold in master's home, there's the trident of Babaji, there's various relics that you meditate with. You feel the masters with you there. So it's also important to go, if you can, to pilgrimage spots. These are holy places that contain the vibrations. They contain the wonderful sense of freedom from this world. They contain the bliss. They contain the joy. They contain the peace, that the thoughts, the inspiration of those masters and saints who lived there or who visited there or spent time there. Those places hold those vibrations, and we go into that vibration so that we can change ourselves. Now, the question would be, where would we go? First of all, think about going to the places of our own gurus. And I want to just read some of the places that may be interesting to you. I've been to just about all of them, but I want to say Swami Shri Yukteswarji's house, Serampore, Puri Ashram, Lahiri Mahashayaji's house in Varanasi, Tulsi Bose Shrine, Master's home, where Swami Shri Yukteswarji and many great saints visited there. And also Tulsi Bose Shrine, they visited there. There's the room where Babaji came to Master and told him to go to America. There's the attic room where Master said he found God. I've also been to Badrinath and Kedarnath. And then I want to add another place that people don't think of so much, Ananda village. Why did I come here? I came here as a pilgrim. I came here on a pilgrimage to be able to be uplifted in the vibrations here. There was a woman here, she wasn't a member, she was the mother of one of the members, and she was walking through Ananda and different places here, and at one point she saw a man there, and she recognized him as Master because she had seen his picture, and she had a vision of him, we could say, there, and she said, "Oh, are you come here often?" And he said, "What do you mean? I'm here all the time." And when you come here, there's over 50 years of people meditating, people chanting, people praying, the masters visiting. A great saint and master who lived here, Swami Kriyanandaji, and so many great souls who live here, who have lived here. This is a pilgrimage spot in itself. And I wrote down for you there are 12 temples at Ananda Village, or Ananda Village in the meditation retreat, that you can visit. There's the Expanding Light Temple, the Hansa Temple, Kailash Temple, Swamiji's apartment is a temple, Crystal Hermitage Temple, Lahiri Shrine, Shrine of the Masters, Moksha Mandir, Meditation Retreat Temple, a Temple of Joy up there, Temple of Light. And also there are the beautiful gardens of the Crystal hermitage. I would say that's a temple. I was just walking through there to come here this evening, and I was by myself walking there. Look, all the flowers and so beautiful, and I just felt the devas. And you feel divine presences there. You feel them everywhere here. I urge you all, when you can, to come to Ananda village. And also I urge you to go to the centers of Ananda around the world. They're all temples of light. You go to the temples of India, every center has a temple, and we go in there, we feel uplifted. I believe the masters visit there. Their blessings are there, their grace is there. All around the world where there are Ananda centers, meditation groups also. People go there, they pray, they meditate, they chant. This brings the presence of God. So anywhere, as Master said in this reading, where there's devotion, where there's deep prayer, that's where God comes. And so what is the most important pilgrimage place? Now, Master used to go to see different saints. He went to holy places. But he said the most important place, where he found God, was in his own meditation room. Now, that's a very interesting thought, because where do you really find God? Where do you really go the deepest? And I've seen people go on pilgrimage, and our pilgrimages have sadhana, chanting, we guide people, we meditate, we go into the places, we sit for a long time and meditate. But some people go in, they say, oh, Babaji's cave, and they're just, racing from one place to another. Now, what's the most important thing is that we go inside. And so Master would go into his space, that attic room. Although he went to other places and he visited different masters and different temples, but he said he found God in his own meditation room. That's something to keep in mind, that where can we really find God? We can go to places, and I urge you to go, but really, the most important pilgrimage place is our own temple. If we can go there and chant and pray and meditate and call on God, then Divine Mother and the Masters can visit us right there. And what's the most important pilgrimage? Now, I just said the pilgrimage place, but the most important pilgrimage is inside your own self. Now, I want to say inside your heart, inside your consciousness, but really the deepest pilgrimage is going into the spiritual eye, because that's where we meet God and the gurus. So the place is our own meditation. The deepest, truest place of pilgrimage is where you sit to call on God. And the deepest pilgrimage, our own journey, is going through the spiritual eye and meeting the masters and meeting Divine Mother. And so as we go on pilgrimage outwardly, let's remember these points, and let's go with the spirit of, yes, we want to honor and feel the blessings outwardly, but more than anything, we have to draw those blessings inside to be able to uplift ourselves and finally meet the masters right here at our own spiritual eye. That's the truest place of pilgrimage. I'd like to end with this pilgrim's vow, just a part of it, pilgrim's vow of intention. It's so beautiful. Swamiji wrote this, and I'm just going to read a little bit of it just to show you his thinking about our whole life as a pilgrimage. He said, I understand. Now close your eyes and just feel these words, and intend from now on to live by my understanding that life is a pilgrimage, of which the final goal is to find and merge back into God. I will endeavor resolutely, therefore, to direct all my thoughts and actions toward that end. I will search my heart daily for any lingering desires and attachments, and will offer them to Thee, my cosmic beloved. Finally, bless me and direct my footsteps ever to the summit of Thy holy mountain. Om Shanti Shanti. Now I'll ask Nitendra to join me.
Thank you so much, Dhyanaji, and it's a blessing that you could continue these classes while being on your travel. Dhyanaji, the first question we have is that what are the right people to go to pilgrimage with, or does it not really matter because we're anyway going to a place?
Well, if you can't go otherwise, you can go with your family or relatives, but if you can, it's better to go with people who are deep devotees. Guru Bhais, even better. Because what do? We pray, we do sadhana, we're guided in the pilgrimage, we do readings about the place. It's inward, it's not outward. And if it gets too much talking and eating and it gets too shallow, then you miss the blessings of the place. And so better to go with those who are on your same path if it's at all possible. I hope that makes sense. It's not to exclude others, but if you stay shallow at a holy place, you don't get what's really trying to happen there. I mean, you can be transformed from going into a holy place. You can be completely uplifted in light. And so when you go, try to go with a group even of devotees like you all are going soon. Try to go with those who are deep. And don't let the pilgrimage get too outward. A pilgrimage is a pilgrimage. It's not a vacation. So spend time in silence, spend time chanting, spend time meditating, spend time in sadhana, and really go with the thought that I want to commune with God. Pilgrimage is holy, and it shouldn't get too outward. And relatives tend to be more, how are you? Did you eat your breakfast? And, it's just not, you want to be deep. So go with deep people. If you can go with those who are deep, you can go deeper yourself. Don't go with people who are too outward. It doesn't pay off in the end.
So, Dhyanaji, different people have different experiences, but they all go to the same place. So, is it that they have different experiences based on their preparation, and how can I best prepare to receive the most from a pilgrimage?
That's a good question, because I don't think people do prepare. They just get on the bus. And that's not the way to go on pilgrimage. Before you go to these holy places, read about them. At least read about them in autobiography. And pray to the masters that you feel their presence, that they help you to go deep, that they bless you with their presence, that you can feel them. I mean, when you go to Master's home in Calcutta, you feel him. You go to the Tosi Bos, you feel. It's not just, I'm just sitting there and nothing's happening. You go in that relics room, shrine upstairs, you feel the blessings. So I know some people go because they just want to be with the group, but that's not the reason to go on pilgrimage. It's like, so pray before, ask the masters to go with you. Our guides and pilgrimages are wonderful. They keep the group focused, keep everybody on target and why we're here. And they do readings. This place, this is why we're coming here, this is what happened here. So at least read about the places before you go. Pray, offer yourself, offer your life, offer your any difficulties. Maybe deepen your sadhana more before you go. You can't rely on the pilgrimage to do your do all your sadhana for you. So yeah, have some times like that where before you go, you read, you pray, you have devotion, you tune into the masters and ask them to walk with you through all the holy places.
Thank you, Dhyanji. Just one last question. Could you share some stories of your pilgrimages with Swamiji? And you did talk about the Ananda pilgrimages, but what's their significance in our spiritual growth?
Yeah, I went with Swamiji to the Holy Land in Israel many decades back. And of course, I went with him because I lived in Assisi for many years and Swamiji was there. So we often went to the shrines of St. Francis, and it was life changing. What can I say? I mean, we didn't talk, we meditated. And to meditate with him at those places was very profound. I think because of him, the master who was there, you felt Jesus there meditating with Swamiji, in all those holy places around Jesus's life. We went to all of them and we sang. We had some, I don't know if it was the oratorio, but we had some songs. Yeah, it was. We sang those songs at those holy places with him. And your heart just opened wide and you just felt, the best word is communion with God and the master who lived there. There was no shallow feeling at all when you sit with them. And those places and the places of St. Francis were just, they were divine. It's hard to explain. When you're going with a saint to a saintly place, it's a very different experience. Go with saintly people to these pilgrimage places. Go with deep people. And people should go with you. The Gurgaon people, I hope they are, but they're saintly people in our centers. They're not just a center leader. And so I think people should go with someone who's deeper, who can bring the vibration. You see, you bring the vibration and that draws the presence of God. So being with him there I'll never forget it, it changed my life. Now what does it do? It changes you, your vibration, your energy, your aspiration for God, your commitment to the path, your willpower to keep going, It was all inside. And you could see it on people's faces, they would come. It should be seen. Look at the people's faces out there walking the streets in the malls and all. They don't look happy. You come from a pilgrimage, your face is very different, your eyes are different, your vibration is deep because you've had a touch of the presence of God. You may not know it or think it, and then your life is changed after that. Things change in your life and because your consciousness has changed. Then going with the Ananda, I would say some centers, it's fine. Take their group with them. Take them on pilgrimage, and some go with Ananda Panchil, Delhi. And I would say the guided pilgrimages are the best. But who really guides in the final analysis? Master. So if we can be in attunement with him when we go, then you have a deep experience. No one should come from a pilgrimage saying, oh, well, it was just nice, I saw my friends. It's like, did you see God? That's the end result of a pilgrimage. And then when that happens, he's with you in your meditation room at home, and you see the difference. So you want to come away with an experience of God from a pilgrimage. Then you're completely changed. Have a good one. I hope you're going with them.
Yes, Dhyanaji.
God bless you, Natindra. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.